everybody. I hope all is well with you guys. I'll get straight to the point. Women and men, if you are single, don't even try. Begin to be happy with yourself. If you are having some problems going on in your life, that's whether mentally, physically, financially, get it together first before you get into a marriage. If you are not happy with yourself, your inner self, if you have low self-esteem, low confidence, or any type of issue on the inside of you, don't get married yet. Work on yourself, because there is a myth out there, and I was one of them, that believed that if you had problems, when you get married, those problems will go away. That person is going to make you happy, and your problems are going to be gone. Not so. Don't do it. I'm serious. Don't go into a marriage thinking your spouse is going to make you happy and make all of that stuff in your life go away. That does not work. You have to love yourself. Because how can a man or a woman love you and you don't love yourself? You don't have confidence in yourself. You don't have good self-esteem in yourself. A man and a woman, they can't make that right. Because no matter what they say, some people, even if they compliment you, you'll find a way to down yourself. You'll find a way to discredit their compliment because you feel a certain way. Don't do that. Find out who you love. Find out what you love. Go out and figure yourself out. Figure out what you like. Figure out what makes you happy. Work on yourself. If you're having problems, talk to somebody. I'm a true advocate of therapy in Jesus Christ. And sometimes we need to talk it out. Sometimes there are things that are going on with us, and we need to be honest with ourselves. You have to start being honest with yourself and say, hey, I need help. Or hey, I have this problem and I need to talk to somebody. Get it together. Don't go into no marriage like that. Don't do that, please. I'm serious. Don't do that. I'm telling you. And I'm not telling you something I heard. I'm telling you something I know. I did it. I was 20 years old. And I had so many internal issues. And I was the one, I had the lowest self-esteem ever. Low confidence. And people would look at me today, the way that I talk, they wouldn't believe it, but I did. I had very low self-esteem. I thought I was ugly. I always thought that I was ugly. And and then I had other issues that I dealt with, which I will say in another video. But I took that into the marriage, and I thought, since I love this guy and we're in love and we're getting married, he's gonna make me happy, and everything that I'm dealing with is gonna go away. And it didn't. All it did was create problems in my marriage, because one day I'll be up, and in 2 hours I'll be mad. Another 2 hours I'll be sad, be depressed, be irritated for no reason at all. And that man, all he would say to me is good morning or hey, and I'd be like, that's because some stuff was going on the inside of me. And then, not only that, I didn't tell him what was going on. So he didn't have a clue. The man thought I was crazy because I was going back and forth in different moods. That was not fair to him. And then it was not fair to him to try to figure out what was wrong with me. I should have told him, but I couldn't. I didn't feel like I could. I just didn't know. I did not know. And that created a big problem, y'all. I'm serious. I'm talking about for some years. Years of this man not knowing what was wrong. Until finally one day I decided to get myself together. And I had got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And one day I just started telling him, different things in my life that I had experienced. And my husband was like, oh my God. He said, now it makes sense why you used to do this, or why you used to say stuff like that. Like, things started coming together in his mind. The reason why I would act a certain way or do a certain thing, or didn't receive his compliments or anything like that. And I finally decided to tell him. And it took me literally 3 years of internal stuff to tell him what was going on. I didn't give it all to him in one piece. Different types of months. When I had that feeling, I began to tell him different things. And he was like, oh my God. Oh my God. But when I tell you that was such a relief, because I was honest with myself first, with God. And I told my husband. And I began to work on myself. I should have done it before. But I didn't know. And I didn't tell my mom either. So, you know, had I told my mom different things I was dealing with, she probably would have told me to wait to get married. But, however, God still blessed me. And I was able to get myself together. And I fell in love with myself. I found out things that I liked. I didn't know about classical music. I found out that I like classical. I like, I can't even think of the genre, but I just found out different types of music that I like. Different places that I like to go. I found that out that I love lakes and rivers. You know, I found out different foods that I like that I didn't know I liked. I just found out about myself. And I began to tell myself that I'm beautiful. I even posted stickers, and they up here right now to this day. I posted stickers on my mirror in the bathroom about how God made me. That he made me beautiful and wonderful. And I began to tell myself, if I'm saying that I'm ugly, then I'm saying that I'm not happy with what God did, with how he made me. That means that God made a mistake. And I didn't want to do that to God, because I am beautiful. And so are you. God made everyone to be beautiful. But anybody can tell you that. But if you don't believe it yourself, it's not going to do anything for you. And my husband used to tell me all the time, I love you so much. You're so beautiful. And it would irritate me because I didn't feel it. And he used to say it so much. I told him, man, stop telling me you love me. Stop telling me I'm beautiful. I told him that. Crazy. And after so many years, he stopped. And then when he stopped saying those things, I was like, why you don't tell me you love me? And you don't never say I look cute. Crazy. Crazy. Don't do that, y'all. And then I had to gain that back. Then I went through a phase to where I had to make my own self believe that I was beautiful without him complimenting me. And once I got that confidence, I started walking a different way, speaking a different way, and my husband began to see that. And so he was like, okay. And so one day my husband said, you think you look good today, don't you? I said, I sure do. I knew I looked cute. And he didn't even tell me I was pretty or looking good that day. I didn't care because I knew I looked good. And then later on, he was like, babe, you did look good. You look so beautiful. I was looking at you when you were sitting down in church. You look so nice. I said, thank you. But before he said it, I already knew I looked good. I'm sorry, y'all. The sun is shining on my way to work. But anyway, my point is, don't go into a marriage bringing your stuff in there and thinking everything is going to dissolve. Get yourself together. Learn who you are. Get help. Marriage is tough enough. So if you bringing some extra baggage, it's going to be hard to unload through the years to come. I'm telling you now. Please, I beg you. I beg you. I love you all, and I'll talk to you soon.